Every time. I got next. Colby Covington, you came here, you talk so much. Now you gotta see me. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna beat you up.
I'm telling you guys right now, the reason I'm the best in the world is because my mind is stronger than everyone in the division.
Gilbert Burns is complete.
You know what's amazing? Do
complete.
you remember the quintet that UFC did? I think it was like early in the
grappling tournament.
yeah. So it's like a 5-on-5, and it was like Sean O'Malley, Anthony Smith, who were all good grapplers, and then it was like a bunch of I forget who they were going against. But every once in a while, you'll see like an MMA guy, and these MMA guys are usually pretty good at this point. Like not like world class, but like they're very, very good. And then Gilbert gets down there.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh right, he's one of them. He's one of the elite.
He's a world champion.
Of course, but I mean, like he hasn't like. I'm sure jiu-jitsu has fallen off a little bit relative to what it was when he was just jiu-jitsu. But you can tell like some of these guys, he's not like one of these Meow brothers who is, a gripping heavy kind of leg entanglement strategic kind of guy. Gilbert's athletic as shit. He can pass, he can go underneath, he's got a good guard, he can wrestle, he can do the whole 9 yards.
When I stand next to him, I have a hard time believing he ever made 155.
It's shocking.
Like he was really compromised. He's one of those guys that was really compromised at 155 because he's so thick. Like he's walking around well over 200 pounds. I mean, he's thick as fuck.
Right.
And and has zero problem competing with guys like Tyron Woodley at 170. He's a fucking monster, man. His striking is nasty too. That's what's interesting about Gilbert is that he is an elite Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but his striking is fucking world class.
That Woodley fight was an eye-opener.
Oh my god, dude, his striking's terrifying. It's really, really good.
Right, and I mean, here's the thing about it. It's like, can you imagine? It's like, what's your ace in the hole? Like, what's your thing you can go to if you need it? Oh, you're a world champion black belt. That's the thing you have if you need it, because everything else is good enough to win a UFC title.
Yeah.
That is fucking frightening.
Yeah. If you don't want to stand with him, he's terrifying standing.
By all means, because he could barrel down on Tyron, because it's like, I mean, maybe he'll fight the takedown if it's there, but probably not, because on the ground, his ability to sweep or just create space or threaten you or omoplata or whatever.
Yep.
Good luck fighting that fucking guy on the ground.
Yeah.
Probably at welterweight. Let's think about this. So you have Colby, Kamaru, Masvidal. By the way, very underrated ground game for Masvidal.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you know that. I'm just saying for the audience's sake.
Very underrated wrestling.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
Everything.
But all those guys in the top 5, Gilbert is your biggest submission threat by a country.
Oh.
Is because we want to test ourselves. This is not a matter of disrespect and I want to beat this guy's ass. No, it's George was the best. He did everything the right way and got to the top and walked away, and he can still do it. So we want to test ourselves against a guy like that because we pride ourselves on being the best. We've worked tirelessly to get to this point to where it's not necessarily for hype, it's not for the money. Like all that is good, yes, that's great. But we want to test ourselves against the best to ever do it. And that's what George symbolizes. And of course, myself, he's in my weight. Now I'm the king. He was the king. Like,
it's interesting that you would prefer that over Conor, because I think the Conor fight would be the biggest payday, right?
Absolutely. I think.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, don't know.
Red
They're
panties
both-
night. That's red panties night.
We all love red panties.
I mean, the last pay-per-view they're saying tracked just below Conor and Khabib. It's a fucking.
Really?
They think it's more than 2 million pay-per-view buys.
Wow.
Huge. His comeback.
Yeah.
That motherfucker has charisma.
Absolutely, and you can't take anything away from Conor, man. Conor has put himself in that part, in that status, to be that guy. And even sometimes I have to think, because some guys get envious of that. Like, how did he do that? How did he, like, some guys are just special like that, and Conor is that guy. He's special like that.
Yeah.
You know, so he people just gravitate towards him, and he, you know, special guy. But can you imagine me fighting Conor? Like, that wouldn't even be fair. It would not be fair. Like, everyone has a puncher's chance, but it would not be fair. Like, you saw what Khabib did to him at 55. Now imagine me doing that to him at 70. And I'm not just gonna take him down. I'm gonna march forward. I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna beat on him. I'm gonna take him down. I would do some bad things to Conor, and not just because it's not that I don't like the guy. Conor's Conor.
You just think that he's a natural 55.
Yeah.
And he fought at 45, and you'd have to
45,
chop both your
like,
fucking legs off to make 45.
That's
Yeah.
When they say impossible, that's absolutely impossible.
Literally impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah, you'd have to get a tapeworm.
Yeah, it would be bad. Like, you ever see me at weight? Get down to weight?
Yeah.
I look real African, don't I?
You look very thin. Well,
You see how Joe said that? You're very thin.
I could tell you're sucking a lot of water.